Welcome to Miami, a true international city. Come with us as we explore this gateway to Latin America. From the great hotels to the wonderful restaurants to the attractions to the surrounding wilderness, you'll see and feel it all. So sit back and enjoy. On this trip, we'll do the work. Miami and the surrounding area has been a prime tourist destination since the early part of the century, especially for those seeking a few days away from the cold of the north. In those early days, a great part of the adventure of a Miami vacation was in meeting the area's original residents, the Indians who lived in the nearby Everglades and came into town to trade. And the Seminole and Miccosukee Indians remain an important part of the South Florida culture. Many of them still live just west of Miami along US 41, the Tamiami Trail. You won't want to miss the opportunity to learn about the vast Everglades from a Native American, as he takes you on a real flight of fancy in an airboat that skims over the sawgrass. It's one of the best ways we know to get a real feel for this unique natural region. If the beauty of trees, flowers, and greenery is your thing, another fantastic experience in nature is Fairchild Tropical Gardens, located just south of Miami. It is the most extensive botanical garden in the continental United States. We should mention that Fairchild and many other attractions in the Miami area were damaged by Hurricane Andrew in August of 1992. In the following weeks and months, repairs were made, trees replanted, and all reopened. But it will take some time for foliage and tree canopies to return to their former beauty. Fairchild features native species as well as exotic trees and plants from the world's tropical regions. Many people think orchids are about as exotic as you can get, and the nearby orchid jungle displays the largest orchid collection in the world. It even has an orchid science laboratory. Moving from flora to fauna, you won't want to miss Miami's Metro Zoo, one of the world's great animal parks. This is a zoo without cages. Most of the animals are in natural settings, separated from people by moats. And the animals are grouped according to the part of the world they're from. For example, the tigers in the Asian section. Since Metro Zoo is a huge place and can be hard on the feet, many people choose to ride the monorail between the exhibits. Metro Zoo also plays an important role in efforts to perpetuate endangered species through captive breeding and research programs. A more specialized animal park is the nearby Monkey Jungle. As the name implies, it's home to a variety of monkeys and apes from around the world. It's a great place to see and hear them. At Monkey Jungle, you can get closer to some of the delightful residents than is normally possible at other animal parks. Some of the bigger hams even put on shows that always delight the kids.
They are very intelligent animals, considered to be the most intelligent of primates that come from South and Central America.
All of the attractions we've been talking about are within the same general area, within minutes of one another, including Parrot Jungle, an attraction with delights for kids as well as adults. Birds from tropical regions tend to thrive in the Miami area, and especially in the several acres of tropical gardens, natural habitat for several varieties. Most of the birds do their performing at a distance, often high in the trees where they preen and sing. That does not apply to the jungle's namesakes, the parrots.
Say goodbye.
Hey, this is Miami. Where's the water? The tanks are always full at Miami's famous aquarium, except when Lolita the killer whale does the big splash. Located on the Rickenbacker Causeway between Miami and Key Biscayne, this aquarium features cavorting dolphins, big sharks, tiny reef fish, even popular game fish. Shows take place several times daily under the landmark dome, which is visible from the causeway. Here's another aquarium with a dome, the Space Transit Planetarium, right near the causeway entrance. In addition to nighttime stargazing, the planetarium also features daily laser shows and periodic lectures and demonstrations by astronomy experts. Next door, another facility that combines education with fun, the Museum of Science. This is a great place for children who get hands-on experiences that provide understanding about the fascinating world of science. Perhaps more entertaining for adults is Vizcaya, across the street from the Planetarium Museum complex. Built in the early 1900s, the villa was the winter home of industrialist James Deering. Deering's artisans brought the building materials from Europe to create the Italian Renaissance mansion, and he filled its 70 rooms with some of the finest art treasures: furniture, tapestries, paintings, sculpture. Vizcaya and its formal gardens are maintained as close to the original as possible by the county. Another Miami area landmark, one that puzzles experts to this day, is the Coral Castle. A man named Edward Leedskelden spent 30 years building this tribute to the love of his life. What remains a mystery is how he was able to move and sculpt more than 1,000 tons of coral rock with nothing more than homemade pulleys and levers. Obviously, Leedskelden was an incredible designer and engineer. How else to explain a 9-ton rock gate that swings open with just a finger's touch? There are similar examples of his skill and imagination throughout the castle and grounds. Having given you some ideas for attractions to see when you're in Miami, unless you just want to lie on the beach, we'd be remiss if we didn't provide a glimpse of some of the best accommodations. Obviously, in an area the size of Miami, there are hotels and motels to fit every budget, on the beaches and inland. We've carefully selected some of the best, our choices based on comfort and convenience. If you want to stay on Miami Beach, the all-suite Alexander Hotel is one of the best in the area. All of the suites have individual kitchens. Make your reservations early enough and you'll get to pick the decor, which ranges from ultra-modern to classic. Each suite is different. If you're looking for a self-contained resort, you won't have to leave for anything. Try the Fontainebleau Hilton Resort. Some prefer to stay close to the shopping, and the Sheraton Bal Harbor, further north on the beach, is across Collins Avenue from Bal Harbor Shops. Just be sure the credit cards aren't maxed out. The Sheraton might be considered all-weather, since it has both indoor and outdoor pools. On the southernmost end of Miami Beach is the area called South Beach, or SoBe, now the hottest section in all of South Florida. This includes the historically significant Art Deco district, the largest concentration of the Art Deco-style architecture of the 1930s to be found anywhere in the world. As Art Deco restoration really took hold in the late 1980s, and more hotels and other buildings were restored, South Beach became the in place in the Miami area. Today it is a throbbing, dynamic area, headquarters for international model agencies, backdrop for fashion photography, movies, and television shows. A place to be seen for international stars of the entertainment industry. There are many fine, fully restored Art Deco hotels. And while they are smaller than the major resorts and generally don't have the wide array of facilities, you'll be staying in an area where virtually everything is within walking distance. A beautiful beach is right across Ocean Drive. Fine restaurants and sidewalk cafes dot the area, and the night spots go all night. If you're into excitement, SoBe is the place to be. Getting back to major hotels, the Sonesta Beach on Key Biscayne is one of the best. Completely refurbished and updated after Hurricane Andrew, the Sonesta features its own private beach with lots of water sports facilities and equipment. While the ocean and beaches are great attractions for many, there are fine hotels inland in Miami and neighboring communities such as Coral Gables. That's the home of the University of Miami and the Biltmore Hotel. Built in the 1920s, the Biltmore was a gathering place for pioneer families and wealthy visitors. The hotel has been fully restored and towers over a great golf course. The village of Coconut Grove is to Miami what Sausalito is to San Francisco. The Grove is artsy craftsy, peaceful and relaxing, modern and full of life. In the very heart of Coconut Grove stands the new Coco Walk, a multi-level entertainment and shopping complex featuring theaters, restaurants, shops, and night spots. This place has an energy all its own and hums with activity day and night. One of the best hotels in Coconut Grove, or in the country for that matter, is the spectacular Grand Bay. Just take a look. Situated on its own island in South Biscayne Bay is the Grove Isle Hotel. The views in all directions are just incredible. The Mayfair House, in the heart of the Coconut Grove shopping and entertainment area, is an all-suites hotel with a European flavor. In downtown Miami, right off Biscayne Boulevard, stands the Hotel Intercontinental. Rooms in this extraordinary hotel feature views of Biscayne Bay, the Port of Miami, and the entire city. You'll really feel special at the Intercontinental. The Hyatt Regency Hotel overlooks the mouth of the Miami River and is part of a conference and convention center. Whatever your vacation or business plans, the Hyatt is conveniently located. If your vacation is centered around golf, you'll want to check out the Doral Resort and Country Club, northwest of the city and just minutes from the airport. Its affiliation with the Doral on the ocean means guests of either hotel may use the facilities of the other. The Resort and Country Club is the scene of the PGA's annual Doral Ryder Open. Doral also features fine tennis and equestrian facilities. Another fine hotel is the Biscayne Bay Marriott on the water. The rooms have great views, and the pool and deck overlook the adjoining marina. Finally, the Hotel Sofitel is just 5 minutes from Miami's airport, but you definitely get the feeling you're in France. The Sofitel is French through and through, and that includes the fine restaurants. For a variety of reasons, brunch has always been a favorite Sunday activity in Miami. One of the hot places for brunch is Dominique's in the Alexander Hotel. If you're looking for ambiance as well as great food, you'll find that dining with views of the waterfall, pool, and ocean is a Sunday eye-opener, and then some. Many of Miami's fine hotels are known for their Sunday brunches, and so are some of the best restaurants, such as Kaleidoscope in Coconut Grove. The greater Miami area has a well-deserved reputation for fine dining, whatever your taste. And a day of touring or playing in the sun really stokes the appetite. You'll have no trouble finding restaurants for a special evening meal. Here are some of our favorites. Chez Nous for French cuisine in Coral Gables. Le Festival, also French, in Coral Gables. Mandarin Garden for Chinese food in Coconut Grove. Yoko's for Japanese food in Coral Gables. For Thai specialties, it's the Thai Orchid in Miami. Joe's for stone crabs on Miami Beach. Monty Trainer's Raw Bar and Restaurant for seafood, Coconut Grove. Johnny Rockets for burgers and sodas in Coconut Grove. The Taurus for steaks in Coconut Grove. Malaga for Cuban and Spanish food in Miami. Centro Vasco for Cuban specialties in Miami. El Novillo, Nicaraguan, Miami and Hialeah. Señor Frogs for Mexican food in Coconut Grove. The New York Palm for steaks and seafood in Bay Harbor Islands. For health food, Granny Feelgoods in Miami. And the Unicorn Village, a health food market and restaurant in the Aventura area. Here's another possibility: a picnic by a beautiful beach or in one of the many Miami area parks. There are some great gourmet takeout places such as Fancy's in South Miami, the Epicure Market on Miami Beach, and new ones are sprouting every day. So grab a loaf of bread, some wine and cheese, and enjoy our beaches and parks. Miami has often been called the new Casablanca. Having become a great international city, it does have its share of intrigue, but it is also a melting pot where people of diverse backgrounds have made their homes, bringing parts of their cultures with them. There are many choices of professional and self-guided tours through Miami and surrounding areas. It's one of the best ways to soak up some history. And you can feel firsthand the excitement of Little Havana, an area with an identity and flavor all its own. Culture, the arts, an important part of Miami's lifestyle. The Cultural Center is located right downtown. It's a magnificent complex housing the Museum of Fine Arts, the Historical Museum, and an impressive modern library. If shopping is an important part of your vacation, you'll find malls in every part of Greater Miami, streets filled with upscale shops, not to mention t-shirt and souvenir shops. And you won't want to miss Bayside. It's a $93 million showcase of specialty shops, restaurants, and night spots right on the bay in downtown Miami off Biscayne Boulevard. Our look at the best of Miami certainly wouldn't be complete without a mention of sports, participation, and spectator. Miami features year-round golf and tennis with scores of courses and courts, many attached to major resorts. The Miami Arena is located in the downtown area, and if you're here at the right time of the year, you can take in Miami Heat NBA basketball or Miami's new NHL hockey team. Just a few blocks away, the famed Orange Bowl, home of the New Year's Classic and the Miami Hurricanes. And a few miles north of Miami, Joe Robbie Stadium, where you'll find the Miami Dolphins in the fall and the new Florida Marlins National League baseball team in the summer. Pari-mutuel sports are also big in Miami with horse and dog tracks and highlight. The Miami Grand Prix put Miami on the auto racing map with powerful machines racing through downtown streets. That led to the construction of a state-of-the-art racing facility in Homestead just south of Miami, featuring year-round auto sports events from Indy cars to NASCAR to drag racing. That's our video showcase of Greater Miami. Whether you're into shopping, touring, playing, relaxing, or a combination of all of them, you'll find there is truly something for everyone in Miami. But to experience it all, you'll have to return again and again, or move to Miami and have it all in your own backyard.
This program was produced and licensed by International Video Projects Incorporated of Lakeland, Florida. For additional information about this program and other programs we offer, please write International Video Projects, 6700 South Florida Avenue, Suite 28, Lakeland, Florida, 33813-3312, or call toll-free 800-852-0662. Our collection of programs may also be reviewed on our website, www.videoprojects.tv. Thanks for watching.